Alright, over here at hive number 2, if you didn't catch the introduction video, a quick summary of number 2 from last inspection, which was 2 weeks ago. They were queenright. I finally marked her. However, they did have some queen cells in development. And if you haven't watched the introduction video, mid-introduction, I looked down the line of hives and witnessed for the second time this season one of the hives swarming. I think it's number 6. Haven't got into them yet. I'm just going in order, which is why I'm down here at hive number 2. So let's take a look and see if they still have a marked queen, or maybe they've swarmed. And they have this box sealed. All right, let's give them some smoke. Well, that ain't gonna work. There we go. All right. Let's see what number 2's up to. And checking the inner covers, or checking the bottom of the covers, however you want to look at it, has become a developed habit of mine this year, especially when you're not running any queen excluders, so there's a chance that the queen could be hanging out on the bottom of one of the covers, which has only happened once. I think I share that every now and then. It's only happened one time, but you know, if it's happened once, it could definitely happen again. All right. I was just double checking my notes from the introduction. Yeah, so I definitely said they were queenright and I marked her last time. So that's what I am expecting to find, which is a marked queen. But you know how that goes, expectations. And that's what I'm talking about. So that is, let's see, I don't have it marked up there. I do have that marked, and I did not cross that out, the queen cell, and that queen cell has hatched. That queen cell's very mature, and they have another queen cell over here. Which definitely looks like it is hatched. I don't know if you can see that or not. Over here, the bottom's completely chewed off. So now I have to kind of train my mind to look for an unmarked queen. I'll tell you what, this year has been something else with the swarms, and mainly hives superseding their queen. They've done it more frequently this year than any of the previous years. And I asked a few beekeepers on social media throughout the country, and they're experiencing the same thing. They said their colonies have swarmed more this year than ever before. So that's pretty interesting. It's not just the bees here in the area of North Carolina where I keep them, but up north, out west. And there's another. There's another queen cell. That was marked on the top bar. So I need to start checking for eggs. I didn't do that on the first 2 frames. So it looks like the queen cups that were in development last time, I mean, that one's definitely matured a whole bunch more in the last 2 weeks. Same thing with this one here. I had that marked up top. And that's a pretty mature queen cell right there. Let me show you that. I'd say that's pretty mature. Got some nice full frame brood. Hard to check for eggs because practically every cell's capped. Some pupated larvae there. There's another queen cell there. Not marked. Let me get my blue marker. Yeah, quite a few queen cells, very mature, capped queen cells, and there's another one there. I haven't really been keeping close track of how many. I'd say that's at least 3, maybe 4, if not 5. So this colony might be the swarm in the tree. Yeah, check out the introduction video. I tried to get some pretty good shots of the swarm that landed just outside the bee yard, but they are queenless. I'm going to make that call with quite a few queen cells, so they may have swarmed. It looked like it was coming from number 6, this one, which is why I say that, but I don't know, it's hard to say. Queenless hive with several queen cells, and they could be the one hanging from the tree. Alright, there you have it. Okay, there you have it. Quick look at hive number 2. Did not find the queen. They do have several queen cells. So in about 2 weeks, I would imagine one of those queen cells will hatch. Hopefully they will mate, return, and start the next cycle of brood for number 2. Not too much to talk about. It looks like they have, actually there is something to talk about. It looks like they have swarmed since last inspection, because last time they were queenright with a marked queen, and now they're not. So that's just kind of nature doing its thing. There's things you can do to try to prevent swarms. You can make splits, you can do other things, but there eventually comes a time where you just kind of run out of room and equipment. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm just letting the bees do what they naturally are trying to do, which is swarm or supersede their current queen. And it's not a bad thing. I've said this in previous videos. A swarm introduces about a month break in the brood cycle, which is a good thing for varroa mites in the form of reducing your varroa mite population. because varroa mites thrive on brood, especially capped brood. So if there's a break in it, they don't really have anywhere to go and repopulate. So supposedly it should help with reducing your varroa mite count. So not necessarily a bad thing, especially after the honey harvest. And I shared this adage a few months ago. It goes something like this: a swarm in May is worth a barrel of hay. A swarm in June is worth a silver spoon, because that's the main nectar flow. And then a swarm in July isn't worth a fly. So if you have a hive that looks like it's trying to swarm and it's after your honey harvest and it's July for adage sake, it's not necessarily a bad thing just to let them go. And like I said, it could help with reducing the varroa mite count. All right, enough rambling from me, enough yapping. Thanks for watching Cole's Farm here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. If you're interested in purchasing some of our honey, if the Book Now button is available on Instagram and Facebook, that means we are actively taking appointments for honey purchases. We sell through the Square site. Simply click on the button, takes you to the Square site. Pick a date and time, because we sell by appointment only. So pick a day and time that works for you. You can book up to a week in advance. You pay through the site, and we will leave your purchase order on our front porch for easy pickup as we continue to do our part with social distancing. All right, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Cole's Farm here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Everybody that subscribes, we take it as you saying thanks to us for the content that we share. All right, see y'all next time for another routine inspection of hive number 2.